have method of test2. Test2 is a non-starting method. I'm calling non-starting method of manager3 in the manager2 of package1. I have static methods test and test1. You can call the static methods directly without creating object also. Now, manager3.test. Manager3.test1. Now here import is useful. Without creating import also, we directly access the members here. We have to give com.vk.package2.manager3. We can use that. Now control S. This is there in package1. So we are compiling this. cd://src. Now go to the compiler. Package1. Now compilation success, because earlier the manager2 is a class which is there in the package1 and package2. We got the compiler got the confusion and ambiguity, so the compilation errors we got earlier. Now we can go and we can see classes Java manager1, manager2. Manager2 is not there directly. We have to give the com/vkr/package1/manager2. Now we are able to access the manager3 of package2 class in the package1 manager2 class. Now we have learned how to use the other package members into our current package. We can take one example, new example. Now we can see one small example of predefined packages. Package com.vkr. Package1. I want to create my class in the package1. Now here, class manager4. Public static void main string args. Inside main class, I want to use the predefined class. The class is from the java.util package. Java.util.arraylist list equal to new java.util.arraylist. I just created object to the array list. The array list class is already defined by developed by the JDK developers. That is there in the java.util package. So I am just creating object to the array list by creating java.util.arraylist. Now here I am just adding the values to that. List.add. We can learn more about the array list later. Now we are simply adding that number. System.out.println of list.get of 0. We can get the first value of list by calling get method. Array list is one separate topic. We can learn more about that. Now, how to use the predefined packages. We can use the predefined packages using the, whenever we create the object to the classes which are already developed by the JDK developers. Those are created in the one library. That library is java.util package. We can declare that using like this, or we can declare that using the import also. Import java.util array list. We can import the class, we can use the class directly. Here we can use directly array list instead of java.util.that. If you import that, we no need of using that. If you are using also fine. Without import, if you want to use directly, we can use directly here. This is the two ways we can use predefined packages. I'm just saving this into the package1 folder, manager4.java. Now go to this src. Java c -d // com/vkr/ package1 / manager4.java. Java c -excellent -excellent unchecked. We can learn more about this exception later. Now I will compile this again. I'm just adding the value. I am not getting the value. You can see, okay. Now we can go and see whether it is compiled success or not. It's compiled success, but it is telling some nodes. VKR package1 manager4. Our class is manager4. The class is compiled and it generated .class file, but it's telling some nodes. Just for now, we just ignore that nodes. We'll see about the nodes later. Manager2 Java uses unchecked or unsafe operations. Recompile with -excellent unchecked for details. We'll learn more about this later. For now, just avoid this. Now I have created class. We used array list class from the predefined package. Now compile that and now running that class. clam/vkr/ package1 / manager4. Now we got output as test. See, whatever value I'm adding, I'm just printing that value. We got the value as test. Now, how to use the predefined packages another way. We can just import that predefined package. I'm just commenting this. We can create object like this, or we can create object in the different way also. I'm just directly creating object to the array list without java.util because we already imported that in the manager 4 class control S. This is the second way of using the predefined package. We have import statement, we don't have package whenever we create object to that. src, just compile this. We got the nodes, just ignore the nodes for now. Go to the classes. Now I'm running the manager 4 of package 1. We'll get the output of test. Array list. We can take any object here, but I just take example of array list. We can take any predefined thing, vector, array list, linked list, so many things are there. Whenever we learn about the collection APIs, we can learn full about the array list. Everything. We are calling method list.get of 0. This is a get method from the array list. Creating object to the array list class and adding the value to the array list and just getting the value from the array list. This array list is a big topic we can learn fully. Now we can learn about the access modifiers. What all access modifiers are there? We can tell access specifier also. We have private, default, protected, and public. We can learn one by one by taking example each and every access modifiers. Go to the file, new, package com dot ikr dot package 3. I'll create the package 3 folder now whenever we save this. And I have class public, class manager 1. I have public class manager 1 in package 3. Inside public class manager 1, I have private index equal to 100. Private void test. I have one method, private method. Inside a test method, I'm just printing system.out.println of package 3 dot test method. Void test 1. This is a default method. System.out.println of package 3 dot test 1. Static environment default executable method arguments. inside the main method, I'm just creating object to the manager1. Creating object to the manager1. Not out dot println of manager1 dot x. System dot out dot println of calling manager1 methods. Manager1 dot test. Manager1 dot test1. Everything is straightforward. I have manager1 class in package 3. I have one private method, private int x equal to 100. I have one private void test method, and I have one default method. And I have one more default variable int y equal to 200. I'll take at the end. And here I'm just printing that value also. Not out dot println of manager1 dot y. In this program, we have only private methods and default methods, and private variable and private default variable. Now I'll save this in package 3. Vk create one folder. My package name is package 3. So I'm saving this as a in package 3 folder. Saving manager1.java in the package 3 folder. I just saved it. See, whatever private members are there, we can access the private members within the same class. Private members we can access within the same class. Private member scope is within the same class. Whatever private members are there, we can use within the same class. We cannot use private members outside the same class of another class, or we cannot use private members within the same package of other classes. We cannot use private members subclasses of a current class. Now coming to the default members. Default variables or default methods of a class. We can use the default members within the class of a same package. We can use the default members within the same package of other classes. Now we can go to the example. We can learn more points about the default members. Now we just compile this. cd /src java c -d classes clam slash vkr slash package 3 slash manager1 dot java. Now compilation success. Go to the src. To run our code, java com slash vkr slash package 3 slash manager1. Now this is straightforward. We are just getting all the values of a private member and default members of a manager1 class. Now I will create a manager2 class. I try to access the manager1 members there. File, new class. Before taking the class, package com dot vkr dot package 3 public class manager2. Now here I won't do anything. I will create one public static void main string args. Insert this manager1 equal to new manager. Manager class is a public. You can create object to the manager1 class in the same package. Now in manager1 class, we have X is a private member, test is a private method. We have test1 method and Y is a default variable and test1 is a default variable. Now I will try to access all the members of a manager1. Manager1 dot test. We cannot access private method because private members we can use within the same class. Manager1 dot test1. Test1 is a default. We can access this. In the same package, we can access default members of other class. We cannot access. This will give compile time error. Now I am trying to access the variables of a manager1 class. Private variable and the default variable. Manager1.x. Out dot now manager1.y. No, this X is not possible. We cannot access this. We'll get compile time error there. We can access this. Now save this. Now go and compile this. What all errors we'll get. Test method and X variable both are private. We cannot access the private variables in the same package other classes. That is not possible. But default members we can access in the same package other classes. Test method is a default. We can access that. Test1 method is a default. I'm commenting this. And Y is a default member. You can access in the same package other classes. Now coming to default members, we can access in the same class. We can access the default members in the other classes of a same package, and we cannot access default members in the subclasses of a same package or other package. Control S. Now compile this. Go to the classes. package 3 slash. Now we got output. We can access the default members. I'll create one more class. How class employee. I just created a constructor of employee. String name, comma, int age. Start name equal to name. Start age equal to age. I just created object to the employee class. We can create object to the employee class by calling this constructor. Protected string get name. Return this start name. I have get method as a protected. I have one method public int get age. We have one protected method, we have one public method. Return this dot age. See, in public class employee, I have two variables. These two variables are default variables. We have two default variables. The variable also I will take it as a PRO. Protected is a keyword. Public is a keyword. I have one protected variable and I have one public variable. I have one employee class and I have protected string get name and the public int age. Now we have employee class. Control S. In package 3, I am saving this employee. Now, the protected members and public members, we can access the protected and public members within the same package, other classes. We can access the members within the same class also. Now I'll create one class. Public class manager 3. Package com.vkr dot package 3. Manager 3. Have public static void main. Inside the main method, I'm creating an object to the employee. whenever I'm creating object to the employee, I'm just passing the employee name. ABC as a name, age equal to 32. I'll access the protected member and public member within the same package other classes. Other class is manager 3 class. Employee dot name. Employee dot get age. Just storing that name into one variable. Age equal to into one other variable. System dot out dot println of name equal to name. Is equal to age. This is straightforward, simple. We are just calling the methods of protected and we are accessing the variables. Protected and public we can access within the same package of other classes. Now, manager 3.java. Now we can learn about all points about the protected. Protected members we can access within the same package of the same class or other classes. And second one is protected members we can access subclasses of a same class which is in the same package or other packages. If we create subclass to the employee class in package 2 also, the package employee is in the package 3, we can create subclass to the package 2. In that case also we can access the protected member. And public members we can access anywhere of the application, any package. Even though it is a subclass of to employee class, if it is not a subclass, we can access the public member anywhere. Now this we are using in the same package other classes. Protected members we can access within the same package other classes, or within the same package subclasses to the classes, or other packages of a subclass also we can access the protected. But default members we cannot access other package of subclasses. Default members we can access within the same package subclasses. Default members we can access within the same package. We cannot access default members outside the package. Now go to the classes. Go to SRC. Go to the manager. Compile this. Employee cannot access employee. File does not contain class. com.vkr.package 3.employee. Please remove or make sure it is. Yeah, before compiling this manager 3, we have to compile the manager employee also. I have not compiled the employee. In package 3, compile everything. Start.java. Public class employee cannot access employee. See here, even though our class is in the same package, employee. Go and see whether this is compiled or not. Go to the application for SRC com vkr package 3. We have employee class. Now go to the classes. Com vkr package 3. The employee class is not compiled.
UPS off
Just compile the employee class. After compiling, go and see whether this is. Yeah, I think we have done. Whenever we are creating employee class, we have not given any package for the employee class. The package. Not weak. Not package. No, compile everything.
Automatic off.
Now it is compiled it. The application for classes. VCR. Package 3. We created employee.class. Now manager 3.class also created. So go to the classes, Java, com/vkr/ package 3/. Now we are able to access the protected and public member of a employee class in the same package. Now we can access the protected member, employee class, and public member of employee class in the package 2 manager other class. I'll create one class in the package 2. I can access the package 3 employee class. We can see that whether we are able to access this or not. Now go to the application for src com vkr package 2. I have in manager 3 in the package 2. So I'll create one more class. File new. Package com.vkr. Package 2. Public class manager 5. In public class manager 5, I'll creating public static void main of string args. Here I want to use the package 3 employee class. How to use the package 3 employee class? Since that is in the different package, we can use import. Import com.vkr. Package 3.employee. Now we can create object to the employee. emp equal to employee dot. In employee class we have a constructor, 2 argument constructor. We can give the name xyz and we can give the age 23. After giving the name and age, we directly print that values. System.out.println of name is employee dot get name. We have getter method to get the name, comma, age is employee dot get age. Now we are trying to access the protected get name method and the public get age method in the subclass of other package. If you have default member in the employee class, you cannot access the default member of employee class from the package 3 to the package 2. Only protected members you can access in the different package. Default is for the same package. Control S manager 5.java. In manager 5 we have to save in the package 2. vkr package 2 I am saving manager 5.java. Save. go to the command compiler. cd double dot slash classes. Double dot slash classes count slash require slash package 2 slash another file dot java. I'm just compiling this. Here is not a public in employee, cannot be accessed from outside. See here also, the employee constructor is not public. Not only the methods and the variables, you have to make the constructor also public. If you make the public, then only we can use in the other package. Earlier what we have done, we have created the employee object in the manager 3 class in the same package. The constructor is default members we can access in the same package. This is a public. If you make this as a public, then we can access in the subclass of this. If you want to make this protected also, we can access it. Now go to the employee class. The constructor is default, we cannot access this. You can make it as a protected. You can make it as a protected or public, anyone. Now I'll make it as a public. Compile success. Now first we have to compile the package 3 employee class. I'm just compiling all classes of package 3. Now I'll go and compile the package 2 manager5.java. See, if you go and see here, employee.getName. GetName is a protected. GetName is protected method. So protected members we can use within the same package or subclasses of the protected members of same package or different package. Here, this manager 5 is not subclass to the employee. So we cannot access the protected member. Here manager employee is not superclass to manager 5. So we cannot access that protected member. I'm not executing this. If you want to access the protected member, you can create a separate class for this. Control A, Control C. But we can access the public member here. If I don't want to use the name, I'm just removing the name. I'm not calling the protected method. So it will compile success, it will give the only age. Now it is compiling success. Now we got only age. Here name is not there. Name is protected method, we can't access. Now I will access the protected member by creating subclass to that. Control A, Control C. I'm creating new class, the same package. Employee class in the package 3. I'm creating in the manager 5 in the different package. Protected members we can access in the same package, or if the package is different also, we can access in the subclass of the employee class. Now I'll create one subclass to this. Making this as manager 6. Employee get name. I'm accessing the protected member here. Now I'll create a class. Software employee. Creating subclass to employee. It's not doing anything. Software employee is not doing anything, but I created one subclass. But inside this software employee, I am taking one constructor, default constructor. Default constructor is default. The constructor we are using within the same class, so we no need of bothering about this. If it is using in the other classes, we have to use that. Here, I want to call super of string name int age. Super of name comma age. We are calling explicitly super of name comma age. Now I am saving this as a manager 6.java. Now we have a class. This is a default class. Software employee extends employee. Creating object to the software employee by passing two arguments. Whenever you are passing two arguments, name and age, it is calling the super class two argument constructor. So object is created. We can access the protected method of super class into the manager 6 class of package 2. This is a public method. Public method we can access anywhere. Now control S manager 6. Go to SRC. Manager 6. Get name has protected access in employee. System out.println name is apply.get name. Manager 6 get name is protected. Protected members, why we are not able to access in the different package of subclass. Since this member is manager 6 is a different class, okay. We can access the protected in the subclass of employee. Here we can access. We cannot access other way outside of that class. Okay. Okay. Here I'll do one thing. I have created a constructor. I'll try to access this protected member here. I'll create public void test. See, this manager 6 is not subclass to employee class. This software employee is subclass to employee class, so I am not able to access this. I want to access this here. I'm trying to simply printing that protector member, whether we can it is working or not. So what we are doing here is I'll call test method of employee.test. I'll call. I'm just saving this. I'm trying to access the protector member subclass of that. type is void, we cannot print in the print statement. So I'm just returning the value employee dot test. Got two different errors. Cannot find symbol employee. Sorry, this is again one error. See, whatever variable we declared in the test one variable is employee one. We have to use as a emp one, not the emp. If you give your own name, we can't access that using your own names. Whatever name we have given to the object. When our object is created into the memory with the name of the reference is emp1. If we want to access the members of emp1, we can access using the emp1 reference name only. We can't access using the emp. This is one error. When we can see any, it will throw any errors. No errors over there. Now go to the classes. /wika/ package 2 / manager 6. See here we have a method test. Inside the test method, I am trying to call the test method again. Whenever we can see this interesting example, we'll get the out of memory error. If you run this again, after some time, it is executing. It will go as an infinite loop. We'll get the error. Just keep on printing ABC because we are running the method, same method inside the method. Like I have method 1. I'm calling the method 1 inside the method 1 again. So it will keep on running the method. It won't end the loop. So we'll get the out of memory error. Some memory issue we'll get. We won't see what is error. Stack overflow error. If you are using loops, we have to be careful. Here I am using employee1.test. Whenever I am creating object to the employee1, software employee, object is created. Inside test method, again I am calling the same test method. I want to call the get name method and I am returning this value. But I am not calling this. I am just calling the test method only, always. Now I will return the get name value. So it is fine. Now we can see again, it will compile the success or not. Just remember, we should not call the methods like that. Infinite loop. Again, compilation success. Go to classes. Now we got the ABC. Name is ABC and age is 23. Now we are able to access the protected member. Since the protected member we are accessing the software employee in test method. If you want to call the get employee.get name directly here, we cannot access. Now this is about the private default and the protected and public. We can learn about the access modifiers. We have to learn some more points related to access modifiers. In case of inheritance, how access modifiers will get a role? How the access modifiers will work? In case of inheritance, I have class here. Package com.vkr. Package 2. Inside package 2, I have a class here. Inside class A, I have private int x. I have int y. This is the default. I have protected int z. Public int w. Similarly, you can create methods also. Here, in case of inheritance means overriding the methods from the superclass to subclass, overriding the attributes from the superclass to subclass. Whenever we are overriding the members from the superclass to subclass, if you create a subclass within the same package, we can override the default methods and protected methods and public methods. Similarly, default variables and protected and public variables into the subclass of the superclass. But the subclass is not in the same package. The subclass is in the other package. In that case, we can access only protected member and public member. We cannot access the default member if the subclass is in the different package. Now my class is in the package 2, A class. To create a class B in the package 3, we cannot access the first two variables, private int x and int y, because private is only accessible inside the class A. We cannot access the private member outside the class A of other class. And int y, this is the default. Default member we can access within the package, even though we have inheriting from the subclass, superclass member to subclass, we can access within the same package in case of default, if it is attribute or method. Protected and public, we can access within the same package, and we can access outside the package also if the subclass is getting inherited members from the superclass. But if we without any inheritance, we cannot access protected member to the other package members. There is no inheritance from one package to another package. We cannot access protected member. Public members, we can access public members anywhere of the application, any package of the application. That is in case of inheritance. The access modifiers role in case of inheritance. Till now, whatever we have learned, we can learn some question and answers. See, everybody, just write your answers. If you search in Google or if you have your knowledge, whatever questions I am telling now, just prepare the answers for that. We can discuss the question and answers in the next class. What is a class in Java? How to create object to the class? And what is object? Tell me about inheritance in Java. What is abstraction? And how many ways we can achieve abstraction? Difference between abstract class and interface. Difference between method overloading, overriding. What is method overloading? What is method overriding? Okay, for now, just prepare the answers for these questions. We can discuss the question and answers in the next class. We can see the we can see in the next class.